Chapter 8, Mishnah 8. We have learned that Tameh food cannot transmit Tuma unless it is at least the size of an egg. Under certain conditions, two separate food items can combine to make up this size. One way is if they are connected by liquid that touches each piece. The following Mishnah states the conditions under which a piece of dough, each smaller than an egg, can combine to the size of an egg when connected by liquid. A kneading pan is lying at an angle. Dry Tameh dough, smaller than an egg, is on the part of the pan that is higher. And Tameh dough, also smaller than an egg, that is covered with enough liquid to moisten something that touches it, is on the part of the pan that is lower. Whether the dry dough and the wet dough combine to the size of an egg depends on the following. If the pan contains three pieces that together make up the size of an egg, with the top two pieces dry and the bottom one moist, they do not combine to the size of an egg and thus do not transmit Tuma. Since the middle piece touches the moist bottom one, the liquid in the bottom piece combines the middle and bottom pieces. The top piece, though, does not touch the liquid, and thus cannot combine with the other two pieces. Since all three are needed to equal the size of an egg, these doughs cannot transmit Tuma. However, if the pan holds only two pieces, one above the other, that together make up the size of an egg, with the top one dry and the bottom one moist, they do combine and transmit Tuma. Since the top piece and the bottom piece are both touching the liquid that is on the bottom piece, that liquid combines both pieces. Since they together equal the size of an egg, they transmit Tuma. A different opinion. Rabbi Yossi says even if the pan holds only two Tameh doughs, they do not combine to the size of an egg, unless they are so moist that they would press out liquid. That is, if they were squeezed together, liquid would flow from them. However, a thin layer of liquid, just enough to moisten something that touches it, is not enough to combine the doughs. Up to now, the Mishnah was discussing a case where the pan was on an incline. The Mishnah now discusses a case where it was lying flat. And if a pool of liquid was standing in a level kneading pan, even if sitting in the liquid were many small pieces of dough, each the size of a mustard seed, if in total they equaled the size of an egg, they combined to transmit Tuma. When pieces of food are sitting in the same pool of liquid, they all combine, even if they are not touching one another, as long as each piece is touching the liquid. The next Tana rejects entirely the idea that liquid can combine food to make up the size of an egg. Rabbi Dosa says separated pieces of food do not combine to the size of an egg, even if they are both touching the same liquid.